everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. I was on a little road trip this past weekend. My husband and I went to visit our daughter at college. She's going to school down in near Branson, Missouri, at College of the Ozarks. So we had a lot of fun hanging out with her Friday afternoon and Saturday, and I thought it might be fun to show you some of the little treasures I found. If you have not been down there, it's a beautiful part of the country. It's hilly and there's so many gorgeous views, like on the highway you can stop and do those scenic overlooks. There's places to hike, there's lots of places to shop, lots of things to do down there. But we didn't have too long, and we just did a few things here and there, but thoroughly enjoyed our time. And one of the first things we did was to go to a favorite spot down there called Vintage Paris. It's just like a big warehouse building, but they've redone but modeled the inside, designed the inside to be just like vintage Paris. There's like couches and all kinds of fun coffee themes everywhere. It's a very warm place. You can sit down, take your time drinking your coffee, which is ideal, especially for a student town, lots of students down there and visitors. So it's nice that you can go and sit and not feel like you have to rush out of there. Our household does not need more mugs, and yet we keep getting more mugs. And, that's the way it goes. There's something about a nice mug that I just absolutely love. So I guess that's my weakness. Well, not my weakness. I have several weaknesses. That's one of my many weaknesses, is that I keep accumulating mugs. But isn't this beautiful? This is handmade by somebody in the area. It may be a student from the College of the Ozarks. They have a system where they produce and sell a variety of things to fund the education of the students that attend. So they still pay room and board, and they sometimes have opportunity to work that off as well. But part of what makes their education and attending there affordable is that they produce products. I'm not positive that this mug is from the college, but they do sell, from what my daughter's told me, some of the college-made things. But I just thought the color on here was beautiful. It's if it's not showing true to color, I will try to describe it, but there's sort of like a rich green, a light mossy sage green, I would call it. Almost makes me think of a ocean color. It's green and blue, kind of a sky blue mixed with some deeper tones. I love the green and blue here. And so it's a good size mug, and I really enjoy a handmade ceramic piece. It just has some nice weight to it, and it's just a cozy way to hold on to a mug and drink your hot beverage in the morning. So I've already used that several times, and I'm just gonna wash it by hand and try to take care of it. Anyway, so we have a new addition to our mug family. And then there's a place down there along Lake Taneycomo, which has the appearance of a river. There's a big lake, Table Rock Lake, which has been dammed off. And then the overflow of that is Lake Taneycomo. And then when you get into Arkansas, it's Bull Shoals, I think. So anyway, we're at the Lake Taneycomo part of it for the most part. And you walk along the area there on the landing, and there's just so many fun shops and places to get things to eat. They have a light and water show in the evenings, typically, maybe more during the summer. But that day it was cold. It was so cold, and it was drizzly, and I was not prepared because we've had nice spring weather. I was freezing down there, but I did have fun shopping. And so there were a few things I bought at this place called Ozark Home, I think. It's one of 4 locations that that particular company has. But we went to the one on the landing, and we, of course, had to smell the candles. This one is firewood scented, as you can see. Soy candle, handmade. And it smells just like firewood, like a burning campfire. I love it. It's just a real natural scent. My husband liked it too. I almost hesitate to burn it because it just smells good to open that up. But I love to get stuff like that, and I like it when there's these little companies and like to not keep them in business, but maybe, you know, by buying there, support your local companies and businesses, I guess, is kind of the thing I like to do. And then I found this, which I probably wouldn't have taken a second look at, except that I've been watching movies or videos on canning and preserving food, and a YouTuber that I follow and I've been learning a lot from, one of a few now, is called A Good Life Farm. Her name's Constance, who does that, and she showed something just like this that she bought in a local store in Alabama, and I just thought the heft and thickness of a trivet like this would be really handy. I love how it looks. I don't know if they have a name for this. This is made in India. Creative Co-op, so I guess it's distributed through that company from Memphis, Tennessee. It's 100% cotton. And this came with this little thingy on here, this little handle, so I could hang it up. I don't really have a spot to hang things in my kitchen the way we've redone it, but I have a drawer for trivets and pot holders. So I think this will work so well when I take a big hot pot off of the stove and want a place to set it where it won't damage our countertops. So I snatched that up, and I didn't think $12 was too bad for something like that, really. I don't know how to knit. I can sort of crochet, but I wouldn't know how to do this, so I was really happy to find that. That was all at one store, and then the next day we went to just this classic place, Dick's 5 and 10. It's just like an old 5 and 10 store. So I mean, that was kind of before my time a little bit, but when I was growing up there, it was Woolworth. And so you would go in there, and the way this store is arranged is kind of how like the Woolworths, how you say it, or the old Ben Franklin stores used to be, where things are just kind of out. Not everything's boxed up. It's in display cases. Some of them are quite low, some are, you know, high and up. But anyway, it was really fun to look around there. This place has been going since 1961. If you're down there, it's one of the 7 wonders of Branson. So it really is kind of fun. There's a lot to see down there. I just enjoy having a place to go to that's not super far away. It's about a 4-hour drive for us. But anyway, it's kind of fun. The history of it, it's just in, you know, that old building, I guess, where it's always been. In the good old days, I guess you could get stuff for a nickel and a dime. Not so anymore, but it's really fun to see some like vintage products as well as new things. But I did pick up this while I was there, as well as some Zotz candy to give everybody a taste of. But this is a strawberry or tomato huller. I thought this would be handy when I go to dehydrating strawberries or prepping them if I get to making some jam with some of my new endeavors. So I like the feel of this one. Felt a little sturdier. They had a couple other models, but they seemed a bit cheaper, so I splurged and did the $3.99 version. And then, last but not least, Saturday afternoon, we went to the Amish country store down there. That is like so cool. They have shelves and shelves of anything you need for canning, for baking. They have pasta, they have spices, they have honey. I got a big, like, half-gallon jar of honey for less than $25, and it's local raw honey. Let's see, they had dehydrated marshmallows, which was just kind of a fun thing. So I got a pack of that for my son, who did some things here while we were gone. And anyway, so of course we had to buy coffee while we were there, and we picked up a decaf because sometimes in the evening, my husband and I like to have a cup of coffee, but we don't want the caffeine. We decided to try this Southern Pecan, and it is good. It's a smooth coffee. I always add things to my coffee, you know, a creamer and this and that, so it's more tan than black. But this is delicious, and they had so many selections. They do have this website, www.amishcountrystoreonline.com. You could probably look that up, and I think you can place orders that way, but I'm excited about this. And we also found some remedies, Amish-made remedies. Well, one that I like to have on hand is for leg cramps. So I bought a bottle of that. Sometimes I'm plagued with those. It's like really bad, and then they go away for a long time. And then they had like this other salve for restless leg syndrome, and just basic joint aches and pains. So we're trying some of that. And I bought poppy seed because I like to add that to poppy seed bread for the holidays. So it was super cheap. Got a big container of it for like $5. So it was just a fun place. There was a lot of neat things. We got some chocolate. My daughter's boyfriend bought us some chocolate to share. And it's, you know, it's like a store that's not fancy, but you go in there and there's just like everything you need for the kitchen. So it was super fun to walk around there. That's all. There's my little shopping excursion. I'm looking around to see if I've forgotten anything. I'm sure there are some things, but that's the gist of it. So it was a good time hanging out, and it was just fun to shop and find some things that we could use around the house and get a pretty good deal, I felt like, on those. And of course, add to the ever-growing mug collection. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.